The transfer portal giveth, and the transfer portal taketh away. And I told you all, in this transfer portal cycle, in this spring one, I had a gut feeling that we weren't going to get gutted as bad as I think we possibly could come the December window. And I'm telling y'all that because of the winter one, it feels like that's the one where we're going to see what's going down. But let me explain to y'all why I feel like the strategy that this staff has put in place is going to lead to sustainable success. And let's talk about the players that did enter the portal that kind of hurt my little feelings. One player for sure definitely hurt your boy, but we'll be all right. So let's dive into it. Before we do that, welcome to Unfair Sports. I'm your host, Jay. Thank y'all for pulling up to the channel. All right. So we had two entries in the past few days that really jumped out to me. One that happened today that made me say, oh. And that's our guy, General Booty. Yes, our quarterback, General Booty, has hit the transfer portal. Now, I wasn't as heartbroken in the fact of him playing. More so, that name was just legendary. As y'all know, for the uninitiated, he is the nephew of John David Booty and Josh Booty. John David Booty played quarterback at USC, and Josh Booty was a wide receiver and baseball player. Wide receiver at LSU, baseball in the majors. He, got to do a little bit of both. And so, General is the nephew of them, and he came in as a transfer from JUCO out in Texas, and we brought him in, honestly, when we first got the staff going and we needed a backup quarterback. And unfortunately, it never panned out for him to really get the opportunity to play. And I'm not sure if it was Levy's system, if it was him. I don't know. All I know is he didn't hit the field. And so since that's the case, we didn't get to see him. But the man has some dope merch. Y'all have seen me wear his merch here on the show, the booty call shirts and all of that. Awesome merch. And the foundation he had behind that was dope because it was going to the Oklahoma Children's Hospital. He had portions going there. And so fire marketing by him made me want to support, but it saddens me we don't get to see him, right? We got to see one booty call in the spring game. Y'all see that playing over and over. He did run it in for a tutty, and unfortunately, that's the last time we're going to see him. We're going to see Booty on the back of a jersey in Oklahoma. Last time you're going to have to get Eaton and Booty next to each other, or all the other crazy stuff that people were creating with player names standing next to Booty. Can't do it now because he's gone, and that did sadden me. That was the one that probably hit me the hardest. It's like, man, legendary name. Just want him to finish out. I think he's graduated, got his degree from here, and so he's good. He's going to go play grad somewhere, and hopefully someone gives him an opportunity. I expected G5 to step up and let him play, but yeah, no more General Booty. So make sure y'all send him off. Another one that hit the portal a few days ago. I didn't make a video on it because I wanted to wait until this moment when all the players really hit the portal, was Gavin Freeman. And y'all know G Freaky, the walk-on from here in Oklahoma City, walked on, played the first year, got himself his first touch. He returned for a touchdown on an end around or jet sweep or whatever you want to call it, Levy's favorite play. And he scored there, and then he scored against Arkansas State to start the season with the punt return for a touchdown. And unfortunately, that was it, right? He had the muff punts, and I think it was a West Virginia game or the Iowa State game. The season just did not end the way that he would have liked it. But he was a standout, right? He was supposed to be the next Drake Stoops, right? The next dude in the slot that's fast and shifty and can make it happen. And unfortunately for him, even though Emmett Jones was able to convince him to come, this team's a little stacked, right? Emmett Jones was able to keep him around. He's a little stacked. Right, our team wide receiver room is really, really deep, and so he decided to hit the portal, so he's out. And for him, I'll be honest with you all. This is why I said I didn't think it would be anybody that would be really impactful on the team, and not to say that these players didn't mean something. They had value, like Justin Harrington, who did commit to Washington. Shout out to him. He gets healthy and gets out there playing, man. He should be able to have a solid senior season. Josiah Wagner, he done transferred, and he's over at Cal. So I think he may end up starting at Cal next season. He's that good. It's just he couldn't stay healthy here, and players passed him in the depth chart. And so from that, and he gets to actually reunite with his buddy Josiah Martin from Denton Geyer, who was one of Jackson Arnold's favorite targets. But he's out there at Cal, so he's going to get education and everything. But that was kind of what I was telling you all with the strategy and the way that this staff is moving, man. I really believe wholeheartedly that the complete culture change here, that the culture is dramatically different. And I say that because there were players that we really thought were going to hit the portal, right? Now that the portal's closed, unless it's a grad transfer, somebody that we knew wasn't going to play, ain't nobody hitting the portal. Like, everybody's here for the long haul. Everybody's here playing next season at this point. And outside of whoever else we bring in, but it's more so, the PWOs, the walk-ons that we weren't going to really play. I mean, honestly, Harrington was technically a PWO because when he transferred out before BV got here and then he tried to come back, BV, let him come back as a walk-on. Yeah, he told that story here on the show. And so for the most part, it was really guys that were just roster fillers that we had to let go, that we convinced, that probably had to convince or talk into or let them know, hey, there's no chance you're going to get a chance to run here, right? And so for you all as fans, you have to recognize and see that none of our starters left. Outside of Caden Green, which he left in the window, and I get everybody's kind of freaked out about that, but I think there was more to it than what we know. I've heard rumors and, I'll let him tell his story, but we didn't lose anybody that was going to hurt us, man. We brought in Hickman at the center spot. We brought Jermaine Lole at the defensive tackle spot. We're working on another defensive tackle. Hopefully he commits by the time this video comes out or afterwards or something. I'm anticipating it's going to be after, but the big thing for us is that we've done everything we needed to do to keep players in and get players intrigued, right? You can tell that Venables and them take care of the players, make them feel good and feel right about being here, because players that we really thought were going to go, like a Kobe McKenzie, who we don't know where he is in the depth chart, right? I mean, I figured we'd have another corner hit the portal at this point. I'm kind of shocked we didn't see any edges hit the portal. It appears that we did, or even a wide receiver. There was conversations around a wide receiver hitting the portal. It appears we did everything we need to do to let them know you're going to get an opportunity to play. And when you play, be impactful and you'll stay. And I like that. I like that the culture is they want to see this out. Just like we want to see this out, these players want to see this out. And so that shift in strategy to me tells me that Oklahoma's doing everything we need to do to be successful going into the SEC, because you got to be able to retain your guys, especially your good ones, right? You got to retain the ones that are namesakes. And you only bring in players, and you bring in the players in a meaningful way, the ones you actually really want. And so I think that's what they've done with the staff. I think the staff is done. I'm excited about that. So y'all should be too. So that's really it. Hop in the comments. Let your boy know your thoughts. Make sure you shout out those players that have hit the portal, the ones that we don't get to see anymore, unfortunately. Show them some love because, of course, they deserve it. If you made it this far, you like the content, please hit the like button. And if you're new to the channel, subscribe. Love for y'all to join this family of college football fans. We're talking OU football, college football, and SEC football, having a blast doing it. So I'm hoping an announcement happens soon. Hopefully we'll be able to drop a video for that. So keep your eyes open. Outside of that, we'll talk soon. Peace.